What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out the brand new boss monster from the zombie archetype that just got revealed coming out of Secret Slayers. You guys know that we just talked about the Adamastia archetype coming from this same set, and now Konami's giving us a little bit of the lowdown when it comes to the zombies. These are the Golden Lords, and I'm just going to assume that this is their boss monster because he is on the cover of the booster pack, so I think that that would only make sense. Anyways, this is Golden Lord Eldorici, and yeah, he's the king of the Golden Lord archetype. This is actually a light zombie archetype. Well, I can't confirm that they're all light attribute, but they're called Golden Lords, so I would just kind of assume that they are light attribute base. He's level 10, 2500 attack, and 2800 defense. Both of his effects are hard once per turns. His first effect says, send this card and one spell/trap from your hand to the graveyard, then target one card on the field, send that card to the graveyard. His second effect says, if this card is in the graveyard, you can send one spell or trap you control to the graveyard, add this card to your hand, then you can special summon one zombie monster from your hand. Also, that monster gains 1000 attack and defense and cannot be destroyed by effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Okay, so I did see a small amount of people online criticizing this card and essentially saying that it doesn't have any synergy with the current strategy or state of zombies. Like, they don't have the discard fodder when it comes to spells and traps to be able to use this guy effectively. And while that is true, I also think that Konami probably doesn't intend for you to just throw this card arbitrarily into your, zombie world baller drop dot deck. Just because this card's a zombie and the archetype is zombies and the second effect works with zombies doesn't mean they want you to use this card in just a pure zombie deck. I feel like it's going to be very likely that this archetype is going to have a lot of discard fodder, or really just a lot of spell and trap fodder in general. Probably some spell or trap cards that can activate from the graveyard. Maybe they have bonus effects, like you can banish them to get nice little effects, or maybe there'll be ones that can add themselves back to the hand. And that actually kind of leads me to where I feel like this card can actually work, and this is going to sound incredibly random, but I gave this a lot of thought. Is it me, or does it feel like Eldorici would be a perfect fit for the Witchcrafter deck? We know that Witchcrafter have discard fodder for days. You can discard the Witchcrafter spells, and as long as you didn't activate that spell during the end phase, if you have a Witchcrafter monster face up on the field, you can just add that spell card back to your hand. So using discard fodder for the first effect wouldn't be a problem in Witchcrafters. And when you really look at this guy's effects, they are pretty valuable. The first effect is just spot removal against any one of your opponent's cards. You just kind of discard a couple of cards and you get to remove anything on your opponent's side of the field. But when it comes to the second effect, Witchcrafter can also give up spells on their field. Not only can you just simply set any of those spell cards and pretty much just add them back to your hand, even if you wanted to use something like a Witchcrafter Buy Street, which is their continuous spell card, if you give that up, it can reset itself or re-put itself back on the field during the end phase. So it feels like Witchcrafters could use both effects of this card fairly easily. Also, one important thing to note, if you do add Eldorici to your hand with the second effect, you can summon that same copy of Eldorici. There's nothing saying that it has to be another zombie monster or anything like that. If you just give up one of your spell and trap cards on field, add this guy to your hand, you can just summon it, and this card will be 3500 attack in that instance. So this guy actually is a huge beater when he does hit the field, and Witchcrafters definitely lack offense. To me, it's kind of insane to say this, but this is like a better boss monster for Witchcrafters than the Golem monster, which is kind of inconsistent. Obviously, I don't want to turn this video into like a Witchcrafter discussion, but we don't really know the rest of the archetype, so I'm trying to talk about this card essentially in a vacuum. I do think that this card is probably better than what people are giving it credit for. It's just kind of hard to envision how you're going to use it when we don't know the rest of the cards, but as of right now, this is like low-key Witchcrafter support. This is your new boss monsters, Witchcrafter. Anyways, whatever you guys think of the Golden Lord Eldorici and the potential of the Golden Lord archetype, leave it in the comment section below. I'm sure probably by Saturday we'll have a bunch of cards revealed, and obviously I'll break those down. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.